Hey everybody, it's your girl Angie. Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. Let's get into season 2 of Belle Collective. Hey Inga, I see you out there in the chat. I'm gonna tell you right now, from the previews, everything I've seen so far about Belle Collective season 2, it's gonna be juicy, it's gonna be spicy. I really am interested in some of the new people on the cast. I think they're very entertaining. Episode 1 did not disappoint at all. They got straight to the mess, straight to the shits. So let's talk about it real quick. It seems like it's going to be a lot more to come. It's still one new lady we haven't even met yet. I can't wait to meet her and see how she interacts with the ladies. But let's get started. Up first, we see Latrice. This is her if you need a refresher. She's in her beautiful mansion. Like, Latrice's house is gorgeous, very modern, very clean lines, smooth, black and white, gray, monotone. Like, I love Latrice's house. I love her pool. And I remember from last season, old girl can't even swim and she don't even like to be in the water. I will trade with you, girl, any day of the week. I love the water. I love her pool. Okay. Enough of Latrice in her house. Latrice lets us know she got new boobs. Okay. Hey, Vita girl. Hey, Dr. Ivy. I see you all in the chat. Thank you. I did a little bit of glam today. Just a little bit. Not too much. But, enough of Latrice and her house and her new boobs. She's going to have a storyline this season that's going to be heavy on my fast forward finger, the little button. I don't care nothing about Latrice and her husband not wanting another baby. I don't care about them talking to that 18-year-old. Why would you got 5 kids? Some people like to populate the earth. I don't know. I personally, after having 5 kids and the youngest being 18, the last thing I want to do is have a newborn. And I agree with you, Latrice. That husband wants to put a baby on your hip to slow you down. He's been pressuring you into slowing down, trying to get his claws in your business since last season. If you're not ready, you're not ready. Don't pop out one for no man. Because as soon as you pop out one for him, he gonna pop out the door. I'm trying to tell you. But anyway, her husband wants her to retire and just be a housewife, so she had to cook for him. And she was like, "Oh, baby, let me serve you." I don't know. I'm just a different type of woman. That kind of stuff. Red flag, red flag, red flag. I'm not into serving. Like, do I make my husband a plate? I don't think so. Like, he good if I cook, But that's just me. That's just me. But again, Latrice, your baby storyline is gonna be on fast forward because I'm telling you, Tamber was already on fast forward today, because I ain't watched the episode to today. I'm sorry. I watched it late. But Tamber already had the fast forward today. But anyway, let's get on. That was Latrice. If I get Latrice and Letitia mixed up, forgive me. What they say, know my heart, not my mind. Y'all names shouldn't be just alike. Okay, I think up next we got Tisha. Where Tisha at? Tisha, and she holding on to Glenn, but I think you need to let him go, girl. But anyway, first off, Letitia, you look amazing. Amazing. She says she's been in the gym. She's been eating right. Letitia looks good. I'm already in the gym. I just can't get that eating right down. Damn it. If I could get, like, I just bought some, I'm about to get sidetracked, but I just bought some blueberries and some grapes and some pineapples. But then I'm about to eat pasta for dinner. If I could get that eating right down, it'd be on and popping. What you say, Inga? Carlos needs to spend money on the ladies of Belle Collective. All of them need a stylist and a hair and makeup team. Let me tell you, some of them spent their season 2 money right. Letitia's wigs aren't perfect, but they are a huge step up from last season. Marie took a step back. You took a step back with that blonde Marie, but if you like it, I love it. But Letitia has stepped her fashions. I mean, I agree with the girl at the end about them edges, but shit, I ain't slick my edges down today neither. So, but I ain't on TV. I'm just on YouTube. But maybe by season 3, Inga, give them the season 3 to get their wigs together. But let's move on. Letitia's in her mama house. Yes, they were all a mess, especially Tamber. I'm just happy somebody took that pink lipstick off of Tamber, but we gonna get to her. She living in her mama house. She left Glenn. I want to know, just like she want to know, is that your baby or not? Because we bullshitting with a DNA. It don't take that much to get a DNA test. You made enough money from Oprah last season for you to go run down there and get a DNA test. Now I'm gonna check Tisha at the end, but I'm gonna try to go in order. But is it your baby or not? And the one thing Tisha did that I'm so happy she did is she left his ass. Because if she would have stayed, and we're gonna address that some more too at the end too. If she would have stayed, he would not be forced to change if he changes. But I'm happy you left his ass, girl. She knew about the affair, but she want to know if that's his baby. And didn't she say at the hey Charles, at the re-proposal, that shit last season had me cracking up. At the re-proposal, he was still in the DMs texting and chatting to other women after he re-proposed. He ain't shit, girl. Leave this man. Leave him. But let's move on because I don't want to get to talking too long because kitchen table talk is up next and I can't go over for kitchen table talk. Okay. Glenn is at the mama house and he wants to talk to Tisha because he's like, I can't believe you left me. Shit, I can't believe you was cheating. Shit. But anyway, I didn't like how Glenn wanted to try to force that conversation while the mother and the son were in an earshot, like the very next room. That was manipulation. He was trying to make her feel bad for leaving and not having that conversation and making that son by saying it like, I can't believe you left me. I can't believe you don't even want to talk about it. With that son listening, making the son in his ears think, oh, my mama ain't even gonna try to work it out with my daddy. That shit was, let me tell y'all something. And I know y'all probably be like, bad Angie and all that shit. That's one thing I ain't never played with my son's father. And probably because I can't bite my tongue. Probably because I have a problem biting my tongue. But see, that shit right there, he would have got cussed out with the little boy right there on that couch. You are not going to play me in front of my son and make my son feel like I did anything wrong in this scenario. He would have got cussed out. Mama would have had to take the little boy in the back of the room. I've done it before. I ain't proud of it, but you should have cussed his ass out. You went to crying, Tisha. You went to crying. I understand it hurt. I've been there. I know it hurts. You should have checked him. Even if you might could do it a little bit more professionally than me. But you should have checked him in that moment because that was manipulation and he was playing on your emotions and he was playing on your son's emotions to try to get you to come home. Whew, that scene right there pissed me off. That took me aback. Yes. But let's move on to who's next. I'm trying to show the pictures, but y'all seen it. You see Marie and this ugly ass. Ooh. This not your color blonde, Marie. Blondes do have more fun. They do. But this ain't your shade. It's about 50 to 60 different shades of blonde. You just got to find your shade. That one ain't it. Nor those blonde finger waves. Like, did you really look at Nene? All those seasons Nene had on that ugly ass blonde wig that looked just like this. And then she finger waved it. And you thought that shit was cute. I'm going to give you a pass because you're grieving and your mind might not be right. But once you get over this grief, girl, I need you to get over that wig. But let's move on. Marie, I took notes. She said, if you name it, she own it. I believe Marie. She gives me boss energy. She's a bitch. Yes, but I like Marie. I do. I tend to like the villain characters a little bit. I like Marie. She has a full house. Her mama is living there with her now, and I believe that grandson is living there. I mean, that's a very unfortunate situation. They touched on the tragedy, and I didn't know this because I don't follow Jackson, Mississippi news, that one of the baby mothers was killed in some kind of drive-by shooting, and they showed a picture of that car. It had so many bullets, and it is just by God's grace that little 2-year-old wasn't hit by any bullets. That was so freaking sad. So it was, yes, it was horrible. Like, that's horrible. And I think Marie said that happened a few days before they started filming. You a lot stronger than me, Marie, because I would have just had to not be on the show. I don't know if I could hold my emotions together. I'm gonna give you a little pass for right now, Marie. It's a blessing that you're there. And people gave you a hard time, last season about taking care of your grown ass son. I don't feel like there's anything wrong with it. The best thing you can do is help your son get an education so he can get a job to provide for these 3 children. Because if you make him just come home and work some fast food job or something, that's where he's gonna be stuck. Continue to push him to get an education. Continue to push him to be a good father. I think she's pushing that son in the right direction. You can't really shade him right now because such a horrible thing happened. But he stepped to the plate. He got that boy, and with the help of his mom, he's raising him. And it's gonna be a hard road because it's so unfortunate that little boy is not gonna have a mother. And it's just sad, but you're a blessing, Marie. You're being a blessing to your grandson and your son. So let's move on from that, because I really don't like talking about sad stuff too much. I can't wait to see more about the mom on drugs. I'm happy that the mother, she seems to be off of drugs now, and she's trying to reconcile and rebuild the relationship. So I do want to see that. I feel like that's the story we really haven't seen, the reconciliation. Like, we've seen like Mia put her mama on the TV and drag her mama. But I want to see the reconciliation. I don't want to see you just tear your mama down when she's trying, unlike others. But we're going to leave Mia alone. This ain't got nothing to do with Potomac. Now, again, we're going to get to Tambra. Tambra looks 100% better now that she's let go of that pale pink lipstick. It just wasn't your color. Her wigs look good. Tambra usually always look cute with the outfits, but she got her hair and makeup together this season, so great. I can tell you right now, Tambra was on the fast forward. Every time she got with this man in that fertility clinic, I don't want to see it. I didn't want to see it last season. So the only thing I know about Tambra right now is that she's selling tea. And I said, girl, who ain't selling no tea? But go ahead and get you a piece of the pie, girl. Whatever. So we can go ahead and move on from her. I believe we touched on all the new people. So let's get to Tisha, because it was kind of like a Tisha Tambra back and forth scene. And every time Tambra came up, she got hit with the fast forward. So I really don't know what they was talking about in that clinic. But Tisha's friend, Tysha, I would hate to be in a friend group with people named Tisha and Tysha, because I will fuck both of y'all names up. Both of y'all names just gonna be hey T, and whichever one of y'all turn around. But I'm gonna try to, I took notes, so I'm gonna try to get through it. Tysha says, no new friends. What's up with Tambra? How that's your girl? We've been friends for 20 years. She needs to know about me. Soon as she said that, I said, oh, she fucking her man. But anyway, apparently Tysha has a friend guy. A friend guy. They have to be in their late 30s or 40s, and you still got a friend guy. Ain't nothing wrong with you. Have your little friend guy, girl. But the friend guy's name is Greedy. And so I'm like, you must have never introduced Greedy to Tisha, because Tisha would have immediately known, oh, that ain't Greedy, that's Damon. What the hell is going on? Now, they say Damon is cheating on Tambra, is too many T's, with Tysha. And I was like, girl, Tambra and Damon just got together last season. So isn't Damon cheating on you with Tambra? Because you should have had, that was your friend guy first, right? You've been friend guys and friend girling for years. He cheating on you. Or he cheating on, it's a mess. I'm telling you all, I'm gonna rock with this storyline for the messiness of it in the entertainment. But I don't believe that man is friend guy and friend girling with Tysha. Tysha, I don't know who Gritty is, but it ain't the mom. But I'm gonna rock with it. I'm gonna roll with it. So let's move on. So let's move on from Tysha because that was kind of trifling. They having this high fashion tea party. Now the way my dumb ass, the way Latrice was talking about this at the beginning of the show, she was like, "Oh, we gonna get high with some high tea, but we ain't gonna have no tea." So I'm like, "Ooh, she gonna put a little bit of weed infused, some edible infused honey in the tea, and they gonna be having a good time." That's what I thought was going on, but all she did is put some tea colored tequila and some shot glasses in. I was like, I don't know. But anyway, Inga, you said, where are the fashions? Girls, Jackson. The best they probably got in Jackson is a good old Macy's, maybe a Nordstrom's. So that's probably the best they can do, unless they driving on over to Atlanta to go to Bloomingdale's or something. I mean, that's the best they can do. Latrice usually gives us a cute outfit, and Tambra does too. You got to give them at least a season 3, season 4 before they can start flying stylists in. So we just got to let them stick with Macy's, and it's they doing fine. They doing fine with the Macy's. So I'm a mess. Moving on, because my ass be in Macy's too. So ain't nothing wrong with it. But I ain't on TV neither. But let's move on. Latrice talking about this baby. Fast forward. So Gucci finally shows up, and I said, "Where is Jay?" Because if Sanjay Day ain't with you, you hitting the fast forward too. So Gucci, I'm just letting you know. Now I'm letting you rock because you was at the tea party. But going forward, if you ain't with Sanjay Daddy, I love him. He is so super entertaining. I don't know what you on the show for. You will be on the fast forward. So Gucci. Okay. But they make a little joke about they husbands met before Latrice was born. I'm like, girl, you the only one want that old man. Let's move on. So she's a real estate agent and a personal trainer. She says some shady shit about Latrice's edges weren't laid down. Now Latrice's edges were laid down. Her wig just didn't match with the edges. Like you could tell her wig was just pushed a little bit too far back. And so when her edges was laid down, it looked off. Like it didn't look like it was swooping from the wig. It just looked like edges, wig, edges, wig. So Gucci. Look, I ain't mad at her name being So Gucci. They done named that baby Sanjay and she got to live with it. So Letitia, not Latrice. Yes, Latrice, the one that got the good hair. I told y'all, forgive me in the beginning. They names shouldn't sound alike, and then they had a nerve to throw in a Taisha or whatever the other girl name is. I'm gonna fuck their names up. Please forgive me. What they say is my heart. You know what's in my heart is not my mind. You know that stuff. They shouldn't have all these people with the same names on the show. But yes, Latrice Goddess Locks, her hair always laid. It was Tisha, edges, wig, edges, wig. Get it together, girl. I know some people in Jackson know how to blend, but let's move on. The Melody girl, is her name Melody? Mel? I like Latrice's friend Mel. I want to know why she didn't get a spot on the show. It's clear you don't have to have a husband to be on the show, but let's move on. Okay, this is the scene I want to talk about because I want to read his ass. Are we there? Oh no, Tisha is questioning Tambra about her relationship with Damon. Like, you sure you the only girl in Damon's life? I'm like this. Don't be my homegirl and project all the questions around the world to get me to thinking about what my man is doing. Either you gonna tell me my man ain't shit and he fucking around with Tisha, or don't say nothing. Leave it alone. Because Tisha, Tisha is asking her every question under the sun. You sure you the only one? You know, a ring don't mean a thing. That they'll still cheat with a ring, and he might have a baby too. You know, I don't know what you gonna do. I don't. You ain't doing this. I'm like, girl, just tell the girl what your friend said or leave it alone. Because we all know your man ain't shit. Talk about your man ain't being shit or leave it alone. Now, anyway, Tambra brings up some kind of point. She hasn't had unprotected sex with her man. So that's why she never popped up pregnant. And they was all looking at her like, girl, you ain't never did that. You 50 years old, whatever. Look, I'm proud. We need to tell more of these young people to wrap that shit up and not be popping these babies out left and right. Now, I ain't gonna say I lived in that perfect world, but I'm proud of Tambra for always protecting herself. Because one thing Tambra ain't got to worry about is if he was dipping it with Tisha, she ain't got to worry about what Tisha got going on between her legs because she knows she was wrapped up. So I don't know why we make fun of that, why we discourage that. We need to be teaching people to put condoms on again. Like, just because they got all these pills that could keep you healthy and these sexually diseases aren't deadly anymore, like, you still need to be wrapping your shit up, right? You got the monkeypox out here now. You can't even shake nobody's hand with the fucking monkeypox. So it's like we need to be teaching people to be more safe. I agree. But let's move on. I done lost my place in the notes. Let's get to the end of this so I can read Glenn real quick because it's almost time for kitchen table talk. Okay, Glenn comes to Letitia's office with some flowers. The first thing I said is, oh, hell no. Miss me with these flowers and this bullshit. Tisha, I forgot to talk about Tisha has a business now, an enterprise, and she has other businesses. I wonder if she just owns the building and she rents out the different offices to other buildings. I just want to let you know, Tisha, it's 2022. We over paying $20, $30 to sit and listen to you empower me. I can listen to the shit on YouTube. They got all kind of empowering channels. I can get me a manifestation book. I don't need to listen to you to tell me I'm the shit. Now that could just be me. But I thought we were kind of over the women's empowerment branches. I need you to get something else. I hope that you got something else because I just don't see it. But that just could be my $20. I ain't tell nobody else how to spend their $20. Because I had one of my girlfriends was like, she invited me to an empowerment brunch, and I was like, no, ma'am. No, I need my $20. But anyway, moving on. Okay. Tisha is saying Glenn is constantly texting women, DMing women, texting women on the night of the recoupling. She knows about the affair, and Glenn is steady. I don't like Glenn making Tisha feel like it's her fault because she wants to work. She's not in the house. Tisha did in this scene, Glenn is trash. What more women need to do to at least see if their man is going to be accountable. You need to leave. As she said it, she was like, if I would have stayed in this house, you would not be thinking about changing. You wouldn't be thinking you did anything wrong. You would just be sitting here, keep doing the bullshit you're doing, and I'm sitting over here crying. I'm happy Tisha left him. I'm sure that was the hardest thing she had to do because she been with this man since high school. But he talking about he need attention. And she was like, I got to come home, pay you attention, cook, clean. And if I don't do the things that you feel like I need to do to satisfy you, then you're going to go out and find it in somebody else. And that's not right. That's not right. So, girl, I think you seeing that this man not going to change. I hope you get in the time that you're apart the answers you need to see if you should go forward in your marriage or your relationship. Because, last season they were saying they wasn't even really married. But anyway, that ain't none of my business. I don't know. But I hope this separation, you at least get the answers. If he's not going to change and all he think he got to do is bring you some flowers and say he's sorry, no. You have to see at least that he not texting no more women. He ain't in their DMs. Because what you doing in their DMs? You a married man. You don't know what he doing over there on the tugboat. I just feel like if the trust is gone, the relationship is gone. And Tisha, you at the point where you don't trust him. And if he's not willing to do anything to show you that he could be trusted, move on. And then he does the one thing, he admits to being toxic. He said, yeah, I'm a little bit toxic. Tisha, you better run. Run. You look beautiful. You taking care of yourself. You're taking care of your baby. Find somebody that can make you happy. Don't just sit with somebody because of the history of it, because everybody used to seeing y'all together. No, find somebody that respects you, that will love you, that will only want to be with you, and be happy. Don't sit around in misery for the history of it. I agree. You could watch empowerment on the YouTube. I could tell you, you're the shit. I could empower you from Kiss My Cheeks TV, and I can do it for free. But anyway, she ends it with, is it your baby or not? Because we can't move forward until I know if that's your baby or not. Tisha, it shouldn't matter if that's his baby or not. He's around here sleeping with all these women with no condom, and you said it. You have the nerve to sleep with her with no condom and then come home to me? To me, it shouldn't matter who baby it is. You see the disrespect. But anyway, I still want to know too, is that your baby or not? But anyway, you all, what time is it? Kitchen table talk. Kitchen table talk. I done got tongue twisted. Kitchen table talk starts in 1 minute. I gotta run downstairs and grab my bottle of wine because we have good drinks at the kitchen table. We got some good topics coming up. Beans is probably in the waiting room. I have to go. Go ahead and like this video for me, y'all. Go ahead and subscribe to Kiss My Cheeks TV. If this is your first time, I would appreciate it because your girl is doing Belle Collective. Ready to Love, I'm going to start next week. I wasn't moved to really talk about these people this week. It was the mixer. Ready to Love gonna be full of drama too, so we're gonna have a good time. I'm gonna start that up next week after episode 2. But give me a minute. Let me go grab my wine. I hope y'all come back for Kitchen Table Talk. If not, I will see you the next time. Bye.